welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm gonna talk about all the books that comes out in September that I want to read. Let's go. So the first book that I'm gonna talk about has come out. It came out September 5. It's Stephen King's new book, Holly. I haven't read anything about this really. All I know is that it's one of King's characters from other books that he now has written a book about. Like he has written a book all to this character, and yes, and it's Stephen King, and of course I want to read it. So that book came out September 5. Then we have on September, also on September 5, we have the September House, and I love what I read about this book. It's a horror, and yes, I will read you a bit. A woman is determined to stay in her dream house even after it becomes a haunted nightmare in this. When Margaret and her husband Hall bought this large Victorian house on Hawthorne Street for sale at surprisingly reasonable price, they couldn't believe they finally had a home of their own, and then they discovered things that it might be haunting, and stuff goes on from there, and I don't want to read anymore. Yes, sounds like a book for me. It also comes out on September 5. We have on also on September 5 we have a book called The River We Remember. It's I don't know exactly what kind of book it is. It's historical fiction, mystery, and a mystery thriller. It's in 1958, a small Minnesota town is rocked by the murder of its most powerful citizen, pouring fresh fuel on old grievances in their dazzling standalone. Yes, it's on Memorial Day, as the people of Ewell, Minnesota gather to remember the honor of the sacrifice of so many sons in the wars of the past. Half-clothed body of wealthy landlord Jimmy Quinn is found floating in Alabaster River, dead from a shotgun blast. And then it's probably going to be an investigation, but the setting is like in the 1950s, and I really I like the sound of this book. It sounds very good. It sounds interesting. Yes. Then we have on September 12 we have The Strangers Upstairs. And here's a little bit about this book that actually made me. Also, this book, it sounds very good. A social media influencer with a secret past buys a murder house to renovate, but finds more than she bargained for behind the peeling wallpaper in this gothic. Sarah is starting over as the new owner of this infamous Blackwood house, the scene of grisly murder suicide she determined that the fixer-up will help reach a new audience on her successful lifestyle blog and distract her from her failing marriage. And then stuff goes on, and she tries to renovate this while not. And yes, it's I would say it's a horror thriller mystery, a book for me, absolutely. Yes, it's yes, I can't wait to read that. That book comes out on September 12th, and I am so looking forward to that book. That's actually Stranger Upstairs and The September House is two of the books that I'm most looking forward to read as soon as I can. Then we have the last book for this video, The Changing Man, and if I'm correctly, this is also a horror and also thriller and young adult. So here's a bit about the book. A teenage girl is pulled into investigating the truth behind her new boarding school's decades-old legend from watch your back, be brave. If it was left to her, wouldn't be starting neither quote school, because despite being the Urban Archives scholarships program, her parents can barely afford it, no matter who. And yes, so this girl that's going to this boarding school is going to investigate something that's from the past, and yes, and I am looking. It sounds good. So that is all the books in this video that I wanted to talk about. I know it's September and a few of these books has already came out, but I still wanted to talk about it because it's a few of them are sounding very good and intriguing to me, so I want to read them. But yes, that is all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and share my videos. All those things really help my channel grow and make me happy. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.